What's up, Aries? Let's see what the next 48 hold for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries placement. I was getting a weird message about reading rainbow. Either you're from that generation or you know about it, but you could be reading a new book. You could be dealing with a Pisces because of the rainbow. I'm hearing taste the rainbow as well. Somebody here could be coming out. You could be part of the LGBTQ community. But yeah, it just feels like something... You may need to read into something, or maybe you're reading into something a little too much, okay? But again, I'm hearing the more you know. If you go looking for something in the next 48 hours, you're going to find it. This is like if you're trying to find information on someone because you don't trust them. This is like if you're trying to find answers to a question that you have, like you're gonna find it in the next 48 hours. There's something here about your intuition. Maybe that's where the Pisces is coming from, since they do represent the High Priestess in the deck. So use your intuition in the next 48 hours, especially if this is information you're trying to find on a person, place, or thing. Do your best to align with whatever it is that you are questioning. Okay. You start off with the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool. You have the Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here in the next 48 hours, or just in general. Some of you guys aren't sure if like you want to work where you're working at. With that Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords, some of you guys are stressed out about work. Maybe there's like an evaluation that's happening. Someone here is under investigation. Something could happen at work where you're just not sure if they're going to keep you. Some of you guys aren't sure if you want to stay doing what you're doing. So there's definitely a lot of question marks here that I see. That I do. Yeah, the Tower is at the bottom here. There's a decision that needs to be made. You're like, do I continue to give to this situation, or do I abandon ship? Okay, so some of you guys are going to let something play out. You could be losing sleep. You are stressed out about it. This is a case of like, should I stay or should I go? Should I admit? Should I not? Do I plead the fifth? Do I plead not guilty? Like, there's definitely a verdict here that needs to come to pass in the next 48 hours. And so you guys could definitely, I'm hearing hung jury, okay? And then same thing too with the Six of Pentacles, all right? Those scales remind me of the Justice card, and the Justice obviously is like legal, like stuff. I just got a text message from a Sagittarius, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Let's see. Yeah, some of you guys might be leaving work early, or maybe you'd benefit from leaving work early. Something like that. All right, with this Six of Pentacles here in the next 48, you guys are balancing your scales, okay? Whether you're just trying to... Somebody here is like detoxing. Whether you're doing like detox teas, whether you're doing like saunas, sweating things out. You could also just be decompressing in the next 48 hours, right? You're not doing too much. You're just trying to like... Maybe normally you wake up, you go for a run, you get ready for work, you go to work, you get off of work, you go to the gym, you come home, you make dinner, and then you unwind, or maybe you work on something. This feels like you're not going for that run, you're not going to the gym, you may or may not cook dinner. It just feels like you're being like, not lazy, but it just feels like you don't feel like you need to do anything here in the next 48 hours. So in order for you to kind of balance your scales out, some of you guys are just kind of taking like a couple of days off from your normal routine so that you can kind of just get back to center, and then you'll like reestablish your routine is what I'm getting, all right? Eight of Wands, you guys could be really busy for the next 48 hours. Your phone's going off. People are calling you. People are texting you. Something could have happened. I really do feel like there's a work situation going on here where you have people that are questioning, like, your motives, your agenda. Like, if you are under investigation, hey, what happened that day? What were you wearing? What were you thinking? Something like that, okay? I'm hearing who, where, what, why, when. So, you definitely could be in a line of questioning here. So it just feels like there's a lot of messages coming your way. Also, too, if you've been under the weather, these are people checking in on you. I'm hearing like, oh, just checking in, seeing how you're doing. Get well soon is what I'm getting. 4, 5, 6 is, yeah, something's building. You guys are building the strength to do something. You're building your health. You're building something is what I'm really picking up on. Wheel of Fortune, things are going your way for the next 48 hours. As I started that sentence, it was 444 on the timer there. Feels like things are going your way in the next 48 hours, okay? And you weren't expecting it. So if you are on some sort of restriction, on some sort of leave, on some sort of like I'm hearing the hung jury again. It feels like something comes to pass and something goes in your favor, okay? Even if it isn't what you expect it to be, right? Let's say you're like, I really hope I get to keep my job despite whatever, right? And even if they're like, hey, sorry, you're not keeping your job, there's like a breath of fresh air because you're like, at least I know, right? At least I know that I can move forward. I'm being released. I know that I'll be able to go and do this. And then there's solutions, blah, blah, blah. All right. So it just feels like you are content with whatever happens in the next 48 hours because you know that like you're not in charge of what happens. Okay. So again, even though you're the emperor, you're just going to remain stoic and you're going to be like, all right, cool. Meanwhile, it's a breath of fresh air. You know where you stand, whether this is a relationship, a professional situation, at least you know. And so I feel like you guys are definitely going to feel like you can breathe again. The weight of your shoulders isn't on you. And so, yeah, moving forward, it just feels like you are content with whatever happens, okay? Because you know whatever is meant to happen is going to happen. And then you have the Fool, all right? So you guys are definitely going to be celebrating some sort of new beginning. And again, like this is something or someone releasing you from this burden where you may be stressed out. Like, dang, do I still have a job? Am I still going to be working there? Are me and this person going to talk? Are we going to... So somebody releases that burden that you've been carrying here, okay? And again, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it could be work is what I'm really picking up on. So for those of you where this is resonating, I see you guys being content with whatever happens in the next 48 and you're embracing the new beginning. Because now you're like, all right, now I have my game plan, right? So cool, I don't have a job anymore. Awesome. So now I got to look for a job, right? Let's talk about like how this is going to look on my resume. Like, did you guys fire me? Can you compromise? Can I put in a 2-week notice? Can I say that you laid me off because of some other things? Like, you guys are kind of collaborating and trying to come up with the best case scenario for you so that you're not constantly paying for whatever this situation is, right? And so that's where you're trying to make things fair. I do see you guys compromising. I do see you guys negotiating here. Some of you guys that get to keep your jobs or get to stay in the situation, again, this is about negotiation and compromise, right? So what do you need to do so that we're not back at this situation here? What needs to change, what needs to improve, all right? So I do see you guys being very open to that. Meanwhile, you are sitting on your throne, you're sitting pretty, and no matter what happens, you're taking it like a G. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you on the next one.